Now I'm gonna tell you why the higher ups fear men on semen retention. They fear men who retain their seed because they have 1 foot out the matrix. They have 1 foot out the game. And they can't have that because that's how they make their money. That's how they keep their power. That's how they make their laws. For as long as history began, the history of man, we've always been known as conquerors. We've always been known to fight for what's right. But if we're releasing our seed, we're passive, we're non-aggressive, non-argumentative. We don't care what's going on in the world because we're so sedated. We're not even here. So that's why if you go on social media, they push this sex sells culture. And the women know it. Because that's how the women make their money too. They make their money off of our needs. They make their money off of our shortcomings. That's why that's one industry that will never go out of business. Men, we have to retain our seed. We have to get our power back. We have to know who you are. And there's no big surprise that, a man's number one weakness is a woman. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's natural. That's just how it is. It's natural. But you can't let that come before your purpose. Your purpose come first. You can't let that come before purpose. You're trying to put pleasure before purpose, and that never ends well. You have to put your purpose first. That's why when you retain your seed, you learn a lot of stuff about yourself. You learn what you're good at, what you don't like. You pick up good habits, you start working out, you start taking care of your mental health, start taking care of your body, you start taking care of your finances. Like, you're not easily distracted, you're not easily thrown off your path, like you're focused. And eventually when the right girl comes along, that's when, you treat them accordingly. And you don't look at them as a sex object. You look at them as a person you can start off life with, family with, whatever. And that's the point of retaining your seed. You become somewhat godlike. Because you're not falling for everything. You're not falling for everything. You're not paying for adult subscriptions. And adult, companies, they don't want you to stop doing that because that's how they make their money. You're not paying for female attention. You're not paying for certain stuff. You know better. You know better. You're focused on yourself. You're focused on what's coming into you. And when you retain your seed, you have this newfound energy, this newfound peace, this newfound confidence, this newfound electrifying, that makes you even more magnified, that makes the girl even more magnetized to you. Trust me, there's no woman wants a man who releases all day. No woman wants a man like that. Is the guy that retains the seed is the one who has all the eyes on him. The higher ups, they keep pushing this culture on men because if they could keep us down, they could get away with anything. It's like pulling the blanket over our eyes. Women are not gonna stand up. Well, I'm not gonna say all women, but a majority of women is not gonna stand up for what's wrong in the world. They already have a sense of ease on their life. But as a man, it's different. You have to work. You have to go through certain hardships just to get where you at. And one of those hardships is lust. And one of those hardships is lust, and lust is $1 billion industry. It's $1 billion industry. And yeah, they know it's wrong. They know it's wrong because they know, little kids are watching this and stuff like that. But those little kids go from consumers, turn to adults, and go to buyers. Those are future customers. So yeah, like they know it's wrong, but like this whatever makes the money, whatever makes the millions. They don't care about you. They don't care about your mental health. They don't care about nothing you got going on. The only way we are keeping these businesses alive, we're keeping them flourishing. That's why on social media, all they do is push. They push that everywhere you go, TV, movies, they push that. But it takes a strong man, a strong-minded man, to look at that and be like, I see what you're doing, and I'm not gonna entertain that. So I encourage everybody to stay on their journey, stay on their path, stay focused. Your purpose comes before pleasure. Purpose comes before pleasure. Just don't give in. Don't give in. It's a trap. I promise you, it's a trap. It's a trap that I done fell for a million times. I'm sure you done fell for a million times. But at some point, you have to wake up. Because right now, you're asleep. At some point, you have to wake up. You have to wake up and realize, what's this world all about? What's this world all about? Why is there such sudden urgency to keep men down? Why is such a sudden urgency to keep men passive? So they could pull the wool over your eyes. Nobody's gonna, trust me, when all your needs are met, when your needs are sexually met, you don't have the energy to go fight what's wrong. You don't have the energy to do that. That's why everything is just gonna happen, and you're gonna let it happen. Nobody's gonna stand up and you're gonna let it happen. And they're gonna get away with it, and they're gonna make their money, and you're gonna be down at the bottom. When you retain your seed, you have this energy. You have this energy like you can control the world, like you're on top of your game, like you don't let no BS fly by. Like you speak up for yourself. You have a, you sit up more upright. Like it's like a newfound power. It's like a superpower. It's like a superpower. So they know that, and they know it's not good, and they know men are like, we're human, but we act like animals sometimes. They know we act like animals. They know we act on basic instinct. They know we can't control our urges, or they know at least it's hard for us to control our urges, and any little temptation will set us off. So that's why they push the OF and stuff like that, because they know we've made more women millionaires, and most of them don't even like men. They don't even like us. They talk crazy about us, but we're funding their lifestyle. But why are you doing that? That's money that could go towards you, your family, your kids, your wife. It don't make no sense to me. But it would take a significant amount of men to be on this journey. There's so many of us are so lost. So many of us are so lost. We be on our path, and we see a little booty over there, and we off already. So, like I said, the higher ups do not want you to be on semen retention. They want to keep you passive. They want to keep you asleep. If you're asleep, you can get away with anything when the witness is asleep. So that's all I want to tell y'all. Like I said, stay focused, stay on your journey, stay on your path, get your mind right, your body right, your finances right, all that good stuff. And trust me, hopefully in the next upcoming years, we can finally wake up and see the world for what it is, and the tactics they use to keep us down. Hopefully we can wake up. So that's all I'm gonna say. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And I'm gonna see y'all again. Peace.